What's up, everybody? Saturday morning, September 30th. We are exactly 4 weeks out. That's 4 weeks out from the New York Grand Prix and 5 weeks out from the New England Championships up in Boston. Right now, we are headed up to ANC Nutrition, which is my supplement store up in Avon, and we're going to go ahead and recap this week, so stay tuned. Are you filming now? Hope we didn't get that song on there. Anyways, like I said, we are 4 weeks out. This was a busy week. I know I didn't get film up here earlier this week to talk about 5 weeks out, but I'll go ahead and recap that for you guys. So, I got back Friday night from California. I went into the gym Saturday morning with Summer, and we absolutely destroyed some chest. I hit some PRs on the incline bench, which is surprising. Overall, good chest workout. I actually had to hold back on my cheat meal. I usually get my cheat meal once a week, and Dave made me wait an extra day till Sunday, just because of the flight. He wanted some more accurate check-ins without any water retention. So I sent him my updates on Sunday morning. We dropped a little over 3 pounds. I believe I weighed in at 187.8, and I believe earlier that week I was in the 192s, so I dropped some good weight. He did not change anything, and so fast forward Tuesday I had a couple appointments set up. I went and did some posing with Kenny Wallach down in North Haven at the famous Montari Brothers Powerhouse Gym. So we did some good posing, and things changed completely from last year. Like I said earlier in this series, we put on about 10 pounds of muscle, and that made some big drastic changes to posing. I look completely different. Overall, awesome posing session, 45 minutes long. I'm going to see him again the day before I head down to New York for the New York Grand Prix. But Kenny was pleased, I was pleased. Made some really good changes, really good tweaks. The guy's a magician. Right after that appointment, I headed down to Achieve Fitness, which is also in North Haven, and I had to have my buddy Claudio work on me. He does a little bit of kind of a crossover between ART, which is active release therapy, and massage therapy, and I had to have him loosen up my shoulders. I got a little jacked up from the flights. We flew back and forth from California, and unfortunately for me, I got stuck in some middle seats and some window seats. And if you have any kind of size on you and you're stuck in those tiny little aircraft seats in between two people or between a person and a window, your shoulders tend to roll forward, and on 5-hour flights, that doesn't feel good and kind of locks everything up. So I had Claudio loosen up my shoulders. It felt almost as if my trap and my delt were almost connected and I couldn't move them independently. So he got that loosened up. That felt amazing. I went and later that day trained some shoulders. I also had him work on my left side IT band and lateralis. I went and trained some legs on that Sunday, and I had some gnarly sharp pains in my knee. So he worked on that, got that loosened up. That feels fantastic now. I'm getting ready to train legs tomorrow, so we'll see for sure on how that feels, but I'm pretty confident. And right now, we are headed out to ANC Nutrition, which is my supplement shop up here in Avon, Connecticut. It's actually about a 45-minute drive for me, but I love the store. I love the owner, Corey. Corey always hooks it up. And we're actually going to stop by there and grab some more Mesomorph pre-workout. I'm hoping to get my hands on some pink lemonade flavor. Actually, Summer's more in high hopes of getting the pink lemonade flavor. I'm just going to kind of go with whatever she wants to grab. But we are also going to pick up a tub of protein, and I'm also going to get my body fat checked by their InBody USA body fat scanner, which is actually pretty cool. We'll film that for you guys, and we'll show you how that thing works. So I've gotten this checked a couple times before. The last time I got it checked was the first week of July, the day before I started prep, and I believe I was somewhere around 216, and I think I was at maybe 14.9% body fat. So right now we're 4 weeks out. We're gonna check this today and see where we land. All right, and we are here. American Nutrition Center, ANC Avon. What's going on, everybody? We made it to ANC. I'm sitting here with Corey. He's the owner here, and we're about to hop on his in-body body fat scanner, and we're just gonna have Corey kind of real quick explain how this scanner works.
So this thing uses electrical impedance, sends little electrical signals through, and how they come back basically test the density. So it's going to give you muscle versus fat versus water. It's going to be able to break you down to 5 points: your torso, left arm, left leg, right leg. So it actually, in doing that, it's going to tell you how much muscle you carry in each section, how much fat you carry in each section, give you a good total breakdown. So you're able to work out imbalances or see where you hold your fat.
And the good thing about this too is it actually saves your information in there. So I've been here, I think I've done maybe a total of five or so scans.
Yep.
So it's going to actually track everything, my ups, my downs, my peaks, my lows, and it's going to also break down, I think it tells you how much fat I hold in my left arm, how much fat I hold in my right arm.
Exactly, yep.
So it breaks everything down extremely well.
And like I said, it gives you the muscle too, so like if you found that you had an imbalance in your legs, you're able to kind of build up one leg versus the other by looking at where that muscle is held.
So if you're a competitor and you're wanting to know where you need to improve, this is a very good tool. You guys can swing by here, ANC Avon, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to hop on this and see where we're standing.
See where you're at, man. So when you're looking at this, 7, 8, 9, it's been about, what, about July. 10 weeks?
Yeah.
It's been about 10 weeks, so you've cut your body fat in half in that time.
So 14.6 to 7.8.
We've had a dip down in muscle over this period too, which you're going to expect when you're competing. It's going to drop a little bit. We wanted to maintain as much as we can. You're still much higher than you were last year too.
Yep.
At this point, or is that even last year? No, that was after the show too. So your weight 218 down to 188. This was the start, right?
Yep.
The start
Yeah, that
prep?
was the last one.
So you've come down there. Again, we've lost a little bit more muscle mass than I'd like you to see. What's going on? But you've said there's been a dip this week in food, right?
We can do that.
Especially when you lower carbs, that can actually perceive a lower body fat percent because this does have a plus or minus 2% swing, right? So if you're going to dip your carbs down, you're going lower carbs than normal too, that can perceive that you can drop muscle in the morning, right? Because carbs fill your muscle up. It's density. Remember, this is a density reading, right? So if you are depleted at this point, you're going to read a little bit lower in muscle anyways. So I'm not too worried about that because you said that you depleted a little bit this week anyways. And then coming down in body fat percentage here.
Yeah. All right, and we're also going to get some supplements today. We're getting, what are we getting here? Some isolate protein, some Mutant mint chocolate chip, and of course the Mesomorph. So we sent in updates on Thursday this week to Dave. He wants some Thursday check-ins, which I'm usually not a big fan of because I know my body and I never drop any weight on Thursday morning at 4 o'clock when I get up for my cardio. But we sent him updates. I was actually up, I think, almost like 1.25 pounds from the check-ins on Sunday. So Dave made some big changes. We added 10 more minutes of cardio in, and we also changed my diet from going 2 days protein carbs only and 1 day fat protein only to 1 day carbs protein and 1 day fat protein. So I'm not actually sure what the calorie difference is in between the carb and fat days, but as we do know, when you have carbs, it releases insulin. Insulin can store those carbs as fat. If it's not restoring your muscles, or if it's not restoring the carbs in your muscles for glycogen storage. But we will see. We'll see what happens on Saturday when I check in. But this morning, we did weigh in. Not send updates to Dave, but I just wanted to weigh in for myself and see where I was at. And I did drop some more significant weight. I was down to 184.4, which is Another like over 3 pound drop from Sunday. So we're dropping weight now pretty quick. We're nearing the competition. You know, it's really more like 3 weeks out before peak week. So this is really crunch time right now.